Even if you're not explicitly teaching them, you need to be exposing your children to diversity. And you might not feel equipped to have long, in-depth discussions about equality, diversity, racism. Do you know what? That's okay. For now, just start with the basics. Look at this little Lego friend. She's only got one arm. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but how important is this for disabled children and representation? Showing your kids that people look different. If my children saw a person like this, but a real person, out in public with one arm, do you know what? She wouldn't even say anything unless I brought it up, because there's just another person. Do you know how easy it is to just buy your children dolls that look different from each other, and that should be something that we celebrate? Now look, I've got a few book recommendations here. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but it's just an easy place to start. Read a book. Show your child that different types of people exist and that is a brilliant thing that we should all be celebrating. This is really sad, but some kids go to school having never seen a person that doesn't look like them. So can you imagine them when they do go to school and all of a sudden they see somebody who is of a different skin colour, or maybe they cover their hair, or maybe they don't have all their limbs. Your child is going to ask questions. Of course they're going to ask questions, and that's absolutely fine. We want kids to ask questions. We want them to learn. But what we don't want is them to shy away from asking questions, or for you to shut down whenever they say, "Oh, mummy, why does this person look like this?" Or, "Daddy, why does that person only have one arm?" We shouldn't be shunning these questions. We should be embracing them and teaching them. Kids are not born with prejudice. They're not born with hate. They're not born with racism. They will spot differences, of course they will, but it's about teaching them that these are things to be celebrated, and that somebody is not a completely different person just because the skin's a few shades different to what yours is. It can really be as simple as choosing books with somebody of a different skin colour, or somebody of a different religion. Books like this that embrace differences, teach children about melanin, why children do have different skin colours. These kinds of books that really embrace the differences and feeling happy in our own skin. I can wear anything. Even a Julia Donaldson book like this that talks about essentially how ridiculous it is to segregate people by colour. I actually really like this one because it talks about diversity in all different forms. If you want to even teaching them about the history, but there is no reason why you shouldn't be teaching your child about this. If your child only has white dolls or white characters in books, maybe ask yourself why. Think about some self-work that might need doing, because what kind of prejudices are you holding on to if you feel reluctant to buy your child a baby doll that has brown skin if they're white? I think all this has contributed to Amaya really loving the skin that she's in. Like, she's proud. She knows that the melanin gives her a brown skin. It's something that she's proud of. She loves herself. And that's because we tell her all the time just how great it is and how proud you should be to be. This is your skin. It protects you. It's who you are. I'm not teaching my children to discriminate. I'm teaching my children to celebrate. And that actually, if we were all the same, life would be so boring.